runs, but at least it gives us a nice benchmark of how fast your bike needs to be before you can beat a Chillin family car. Because don't get me wrong, this is a fast car. For us carboys, we get a whole lot
back in the studio, cleaning up, because we're going to start getting back here every moment and start getting the music popping off. Yes, indeed. We're going to vacuum and set everything up, clean up a little bit. I haven't been back here in a minute, so y'all know I haven't been back here. Been too busy hanging out. Been too busy hanging out in the
time for the sports
in the juice room, so I need more. I don't have anything running now. I'm going to turn the air conditioner on.
Actually, I haven't been launching this. I've been brake boosting this, but that's how we've been getting good results. So no prisons this time. This also is quick. All right, so I'm ready. Ready? Ready?
Where's the remote for the air conditioner?
It's gone. What? What was that? It's gone. Yeah, it's still there, though. Yeah, that's quick. That is quick. That is worryingly quick. They only get faster from here. That's insane. I thought that I'd leave him by a lot more. But he wasn't too far off. He didn't feel like he was too far off. So, alright, we're serious now, bike boys. We're serious. That was the first one I was like, this is a race. You done me. Surprised at how well this is sewn up. Like,
at one point, I thought he was going to go up, but then you kept down, then I made us to me.
I think we're now into problem territory. These next bikes, it's really hard. And once again, the family car advances to the next level. Next up, it's the 1 litre touring bike. Good luck, This comes up, I'm going to need the luck. There's no more games. I've got to get this right. The thing is, I feel like up top that could, I don't know, I really don't know. All I'm saying is, if he gets it right, this is going to be very, very, very close.
Ready? Ready?
S1000 XR.
Yeah, just got me off the line. That's it, yeah.
It's done.
That's it. That was it. Right, if I ever try to do that, I'll do the whole 360 in there. Nice.
Everyone here can ride a bike, isn't it?
That's it.
Right, cool. X1000. What's the difference? Bikers are different braking.
Yeah. No fear at all. No fear.
It's weird on a bike. It's the same skill pretty much as drifting. Like if you're sick of drifting,
okay, yeah.
You know, you can start bar at 80, for example.
Yeah.
It's all just throttle control. So with a bike, you just need to get out.
The next one's coming up now. This is where it could all go wrong.
So we've made it to the next level. But next up, it's the superbike.
Well, I've got to say one thing. This is the only biker here, I think, that's wearing normal jeans. I don't know if that means it's got an extra screw loose, but Alright, no games. Literally no games. No second chances with this one. He's trapping 150, I'm trapping at 139. So he's going to be running me down. He's like, if you don't get me on the launch, he's running me down up top. So I've got to get this right. I'm ready, bro. Alright, let's do this. Ready? Ready.
Ready? Let's go. Let's go. Gone. Gone. He's coming. Oh my God, he was right there on top.
That was 0.5 car length to the M5.
Oh, that was closer than I thought. I thought with the bike pulled it back. Okay, he with the hell out of that. You know what? If he got the same time launch, he might have taken that.
I have no clue who won that. He come by fast.
Yeah, you won.
Let's get the final boss.
Are you ready for the final boss? Are you ready for the final boss?
This guy starts with in this stuff.
Wait.
How back you already?
We've officially made it to the final boss. Next up, it's the Tube
All right.
Super Stock Stretch.
I'm getting towel. This is gonna get
Place your
hot.
bets.
Yeah. Good luck.
I think this is where my little charade ends. Shout out to MK, we're gonna give it our best shot. Shout out to Samba, we're gonna give it our best shot. Shout out to the biking, shout out to the biking community. I banter you guys, but it's all love, honestly.
Ready?
Let's go! Oh, he's gone! He's gone! He's coming! Oh, I think I got him!
What?
The VAR that.
Yeah, that's the VAR one. The ninja ran it down. But let's find out. Finish that. Who got that one?
I think I got him, boys!
So that looks like, with my laser eyes, about half a car to the M5.
I think we need to run that back and give that ninja.
Lots of cables.
Who won? Who won that?
You won it.
I won.
But I have a feeling.
Gone.
You have the VAR.
Oh, I jumped. Oh no. Okay. So looking at the VAR results, I'm gonna hold my hands up and say I might have just jumped this one. My bad. Let's line back up and rerun.
Did he jump?
But just be a little bit more sharper.
Yeah, no, it's a bit like when I. Yeah.
Ready?
Go. Gone. Come in. That is insane. I don't know. That was closer.
That was clean that time.
He got it. Bike got it.
You're gonna have to give me a minute so I can look back at the footage, because my laser eyes didn't see that.
Yeah, I thought so. It looked a little bit tight. What are you saying? I'm gonna say
Ninja might have got that.
I'm gonna say the ninja as well.
I think he pulled it back.
I think he did.
He was coming off.
It doesn't matter if that was a car length to him or a bike length. Come on, man. Look at what we're doing.
You got a verdict, so you got a verdict.
Give it to us.
That was about half a bike length to the bike.
Half a bike length.
That was proper. So from a standing start, I made it all the way to the final boss and just lost in a mildly tuned heavy old family car. I think that's more than admirable and puts into perspective just how fast these modern cars actually are. But I can hear bikers all over the world right now. It's not fair from a dig. 4-wheel drive verse 1. And there's some truth in that. So what we're about to do now is a bonus roll race. Things just got interesting. This is going to be very hard work. And I predict it's going to be R6 before I take a win.
Cramp is right in the hip. Cramp. Right here. Cramp. You get cramp driving the right? You know, you can't change gear if you leg up.
So this time, every time the bike beats me, we downgrade it and stop when I take a victory. Let's go.
It's going to be a gear, so I'm going to go for third. Exactly.
That was a clear first lane gap to the bike.
To the ninja! What the? I mean, yeah, that's boss. He made short work of me. Shout out to the biker boys.
Big up to the ninja. That's a fast bike, man. That's a fast bike. Listen, anyone that buys bikes, salute to you because you guys have just got a screw loose. Seriously.
Okay, so let's downgrade the bike.
Is it a coincidence that the two fastest bikes are only going in jeans? He's going in jeans and the other maybe not in jeans.
Come on, boy.
I'm in for another gap in. The bike boys, we're in bike territory now. Take grip out the equation, right? Now it's power to weight. This is a heavy old girl. Third gear. That's the smoke. This poor car, we have been leaning on back to back. I think the gearbox is getting on.
I'm saying a good, strong 3 car length.
Buy a bus.
The next one will be interesting.
It's not fun anymore. We like this.
We're in there.
I think we cut this bit out there. Cut all this roll race business out there. You know what I mean? Keep racing some men in. Listen, we keep standing up. You know what I mean?
It would have been good to hear your predictions before you done this. What's the next one?
That's 1,008.
You gotta beat that one?
This is extremely close. But
All the ones so far have been good after lines.
yeah, it's going to be extremely close. Alright, so this one is going to be very, very interesting. I'm going to say it's anyone's race. I might take a W on the roll. Alright. Really fun. Interesting. Got him!
Oh, I think Finish Line's gonna have a problem with this one. Let's find out. Finish Line. Do you want that one?
Close. Mid-range, super duper close, man. Super duper close.
So that looks like to me a strong 2-car link to the M5.
Oh, okay. You know what? I don't know you want it. But he sent the M5 one, and I guess that's where it stops.
That was close.
Let me have it,
Just got me.
Right, so I zoomed right in. I was like,
Yeah, just got me. Yeah.
now shout out to the two-wheel community. Yeah, no, we came together to do this for the culture. It's a fun race. It's not too serious, so please don't take it too seriously. It's only entertainment. We love it. Thank you for watching.
That was 2-car length to the M5. Respectfully, that was.
Some respect on it.
Light work.
Well, that's where it ends, boys. That's where it ends. The bikes done me to the touring bike.
Shout out to the bikes.
Yeah, I've done bikes each and every time, but I've done them for accident.
Yeah.
Or Uber Exit. I'm super close. Like, it was right next to me. Like, halfway up the track, and then I started pulling. That's why I say I know what happened. Just at the top. Yeah.
Did he just lock out?
No, it was we were like going well, and then it just got pilot on there, got in the top, and then it stayed about there, basically. But, good run, mate. Yeah. Good run. Not bad for touring, Mike.
No.
Come on, that's still not too bad. Only a few car lengths to the big boys over the rolling quarter mile. Today, we upgraded the bike into a Beat the Tune family car, and it just goes to show how far cars have come. For what essentially is a mildly tuned fast family car, the gap between bikes and cars has pretty much closed. And yes, on a roll, super bikes show their real strength. But remember, there's levels to cars too, and this is still only a fairly reserved one. A massive shout out to all bikers for pulling up and taking part in today's video. And of course to MK Performance for building such a fast family car. And to Sambo from Sambo's Tyres for allowing us to use it. Links to both can be found down below in the video description. If you have enjoyed today's video, show your support by hitting that thumbs up. And if you like this type of content, why not consider subscribing? Because we do this every week, same place, same time, on the OG Battles. Peace out.
I just bought over £100,000 worth of fake Porsche parts.
After buying the UK's cheapest Porsche 911 Turbo, we set out on a quest to transform it into the ultimate 911, the GT2 RS. And after sourcing our very own full carbon fiber GT2 RS body kit, 85% cheaper than Porsche, we set the car for the ultimate custom paint job, with mind-blowing results that blew everyone away.
What you're looking at here is PTS Viola Metallic.
However, there's so much more to do to this car before we can call it complete.
Okay.
And after Porsche repeatedly tried to pull my pants down, I'm beginning to think I can get this car complete without their help. And there's this small place I know called China.
China!
And what I've just had flown in is quite frankly insane.
Today, you're going to see the car in its final form. Not only are we doing wheels, brakes and suspension, what we've got going on in the interior will blow your mind.
But being a tight ass and dealing with aftermarket parts, you're literally rolling the dice. And some would say, I like giving myself a hard time.
Dear Jamie, first off, a huge thank you for your endless trust.
However, disclaimer, we do not supply counterfeit Porsche products.
But I do. So hit me up, I'll hook you up. And everything here too. We haven't seen, well, you've seen what's in there. I haven't seen.
That is the finishing touch, you know, the cherry on top.
Yeah.
That is your grills.
That is our grills. Yeah.
In here, these are your, hopefully, carbon ceramic brakes.
Fake carbon ceramic brakes.
Well, you would hope they're real carbon, but they're not forged.
But what is in here is the most intriguing to me right now.
Yes.
And something that I think we get into first. Because in here, we have fake GT2 RS seats.
We do indeed. Well, we're going to put them to the test. We've got a real seat there, and we've got a real GT2 RS there as well.
That is crazy.
So,
We actually have a real GT2 RS sat next to my fake GT2 RS. Before we actually open these, we need to make a call to Porsche and find out how much money we're about to see. Our luck. Here we go again. Just got an accent this time, guys.
Sorry, Mark Jackson speaking.
Oh, hello. I'm calling about some parts. I want to inquire about some parts for a GT2 RS, if that's possible.
Not a problem. What was it you were looking for?
So, I'm looking for a set of GT2 RS YSAC edition seats, the bucket seats, please.
Yeah.
I'm also looking for a full set of magnesium wheels for the car, please. GT2 RS also.
No worries. Did you need the centre caps and centre locks to go with those?
Yes, please. That would be great.
Yeah, no worries.
Also, I am looking for a full set of carbon ceramic discs, pads, and calipers, please. The full set.
Okay, so starting with the seats, they're actually no longer available, but I can give you a ballpark figure of what they were.
Okay.
So they retail at 18k each. So yeah, for a set you'd be looking at 36k. Moving to the brakes, but again, very similar price to the seat. A complete conversion kit for the brakes would you'd be looking at £36,000 as well.
36. Okay.
Full set of magnesium wheels, you'd be looking at 20k. So all in, you'd be looking at around £92,000.
Okay. I will just have a think and I will call you back, if that's okay.
Not a problem. I recognise the voice. It isn't Jamie, is it?
Jamie who?
Jamie from District Gas.
Alright, I'll come straight with you. It is, and I'm sorry I've had to call you like this. I am going to buy something, but I just need to call back with the right card.
Okay.
That's okay. Alright? Thank you for your help, mate. Alright, thank you. Bye. God! £92,000. And the labour, 100 plus thousand pounds. Where it was from Porsche.
A staggering price. As it stands, if you were to do our conversion using OEM parts, not including the car, we'd have had to cough up over £250,000, nearly £50,000 more than it would have cost you to buy an entry-level GT2 RS at time of release, if you could get an allocation, of course. Let's see if my purchases prove to be the biggest cheat code or just a big waste of money.
You're going to break this box open for us somehow. And, hang on, what's that noise? What's that noise? That's crazy, bro. Let's go. Apparently, they also left the present like a surprise. They said there's a surprise. Hopefully there's no one hiding in it. Look at that, lightweight. Look at that, there's a seat in there. Right, and then if you hold this, I will show to the world my new fake GT2 RS YSAC RSC. Look at this, bro. Check it out. Real carbon fiber. Bro, we got the rails. We've even got the electric height adjuster. Right, so guys, we have a real one.
This was a genuine bucket from a Turbo S.
So a Turbo S bucket, which is the same as...
Bucket seat.
I can see it's already, but I think it's an extra for us. I can see we've got a little cushion here.
Yes.
But people, I've seen people actually upgrade.
Yeah, that one's got the cushion as well.
Oh, well, okay, GT2's got the cushion?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. So, first looks, right, we're a little bit short, but that could be because of the level was at when
Potentially.
they took it out as well, right?
shape for this is a bit rounder, as you see.
Yes.
Use this as a guide when someone's trying to sell fake seats as real seats.
Yeah.
And there's a bit more movement there than on a real one. But yeah, apart from that, I mean, look.
The carbon fiber. The backs. Let's have a look at the backs. So the backs, again, I mean, this is slightly, this actually looks nicer to me.
Yeah.
Than the Porsche, but it's different. This is kind of like a gloss, whereas this is a matte. So apart from that, the weave though, like honestly, the carbon fiber weavings are not bad at all.
Yeah, the weave looks pretty good.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, that's very good. It's very, very small difference. Like I said, subtle design difference.
Yeah.
Very subtle design difference in that sense.
And do you know what else, right, which is subtle, that people might not be able to see, is I requested purple stitching.
Yeah.
So this is purple stitching, but it's very close to actually, like it's dark purple, so it doesn't jump out at you. But as you can see, hopefully, this is also purple. The big question is, how much? Let me sit down and the world is where it explodes. Oh yes, and crash testing hopefully not being done in these things. We should weigh them. We should see how much heavier they are, or lighter they are from the actual OEM. But no, bro, you know what they actually... What a camera there. Let me see these. Let me envision this. We'll fit these in there. These are sick. I don't know, wheelie in that. You know what I mean? You show them how much I weigh. I'm revealing my weight. Right? I've been eating the pies. Doubled the power of this 911 Turbo uses second-hand parts, and now it makes just shy of 1100 bhp. So to some, in fact, to any sane human being, taking a risk on brakes might be a tad, let's say, stupid. And I thought the same until I watched this advert.
Hello everyone, this is Andy. We're putting our carbon ceramic brake disc on this Lix 3900 professional testing ridge and put them ready to test it.
These guys go crazy, emergency braking on the ceramic setup from 110 miles per hour to 0, back to back.
Oh, the brackets.
Brackets.
Oh, there's yours. So a little envelope.
A little envelope. Any more reassuring text?
Is that another present thing?
I don't know. Oh, we didn't open the present.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't open it. Stop right now. Stop right now. We didn't open the present. When they sent the 60, they said they're packing you a little surprise present. Yeah. Go. Yeah, that's nice. They're handwritten letter. No way. What's it say? Dear Jamie. No, I don't expect this. All right, cool. This is crazy. Dear Jamie, first off, a huge thank you for your endless trust and patience.
Over these 2
Over these 2 months, yes, that's the other thing. It took a couple of months.
The waiting period may have been long, yet you never questioned our work. This trust is the most precious gift we received, and it has only strengthened our commitment to developing the highest quality products to every customer as a small token of our deepest.
This is very kind.
Oh, biggest appreciation, we have included a thoughtful list with your seats. We include no matter what you need for your car or your luxuries. We're always eager to assist you promptly, serving as your most reliable partner. Oh, wow. Thank you again for your choice and trust. Wishing you all the best in everything. Forgive my not so pretty English handwriting.
Actually, you read that in English all the way through. Thank you, Jesse. You know, I thought you were making fun of these seats and saying fake this, fake that. High quality replicas there now. That's what they are. High quality replicas. There's nothing fake here today. What?
Oh, tissue. Is this for like
anti-climax? Thank you, Jesse. Well, listen,
And
thank
it's carbon.
It's carbon. You know what? After reading that beautiful note, I'd be happy with just a note.
Yeah.
High quality replicas. Nothing's fake here today.
Oh wow. Big old caliper.
Wow. That's a big old caliper. 6-pot. Brake pads. Is ours bigger than Porsche? Are ours better? Our seats are lighter. Are our calipers bigger? We're bigger. Put it on the other side. Put it on the other side. Definitely bigger.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with us holding it closer to the camera. No, we're bigger.
It does look bigger.
It does look bigger. That, I would say, I know, yeah, from this perspective, that looks massive and that looks small, but this one, I would actually say, probably is very similar size to that one.
Yeah, I think to be fair, the front might be as well. It's just again perspective because it is a big caliper.
Shout out to iPhone. We're going to test these on the road. We will test them on the road in this video once we've got them fitted up. But how much did the brakes cost me, I hear you asking? Well, nowhere near Porsche's £36,000 price tag. In fact, not even close. These brakes, all in, come to nearly 10 times cheaper for just £3,900 and another £200 for delivery, giving us another insane saving of £32,000, enough to buy a Porsche Cayman with the money left over. But wait, there's more. It's time to reveal my new wheels. Let's open the box. Another box. It's a replica. But this is what I wanted, because I think it looks sick. And just remember, people, I want this to look exactly like a GT2 RS.
There you go.
There we go. Oh my God. You look at those. Bro. So these are the magnesium GT2 RS lightweight wheel reps.
Correct.
Because they're not
magnesium. No.
But they're also center lock, as people will see.
Exactly.
Custom ES motor, baby.
And custom satin white gold finish.
Satin white gold.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. That
looks hard.
is bad boy. Good boy, you getting the vision.
We've ripped from the offset and we've gone as aggressive as we can for the turbo. Obviously, because we can't replicate, so we basically we've gone a little bit more aggressive on than the stock GT2 RS as well.
Okay. It's going to really be meaty.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, what they will see is we are now 100% center lock, right? So we have a center lock conversion that will be fitting also in this video. However, with center lock wheels, you can't put spaces behind them. You have to offset them right and back. So we have the fronts also. And we went for a staggered setup, which is, am I right in saying, so 2120, which is actually the same as it is. And mine was 2020, correct? Yeah. So 20 front,
You have to
20
be
rear.
very careful when doing the setup because you've got to get the tyre sizes bang on.
Yes.
Otherwise you're diff.
Oh, it doesn't like it. Okay. Look at that, bro. They are sick.
Bro, it looks fine, doesn't it?
There's not much on the front, and then you really got a nice bit of
So these have went gloss. These are like a satin. The satin's like a tasteful bad for art, man.
And no, these ain't your cheap run-of-the-mill reps. They're actually fully forged, CNC machined, ES custom-made wheels. The full set of wheels from ES Motor set me back £5,500. Pretty much the cost of one alloy wheel from Porsche. So if I add up all of my savings, I could pretty much buy another 991.2 911 Turbo. Onto the tyres, and you know me.
Where there's a corners to be cut, I will cut it. And just when you think I haven't cheaped out on tyres, you'd be wrong. So shout out to Chris Litz. Sorry, bro, I saw your wheels and tyres set up. Dead! So what we had to do is do it properly. We've got proper wheels, and we have got the proper tyres. And these are Michelin Cup 2 R's OEM GT2 RS tyres, £750 a corner.
Yep.
I got the set for £1,000. I spent my £1,000 in arrears and had no money left. So we had to do something on the front. So, yes, just when you think I wasn't or couldn't be that stupid, fake seats, fake brakes, fake GT2s, hot wheel tyres. Let's have it. So on the front, we have Pilot Sport Cup 2s, missed the R because I thought the R's. They are the K1s, whatever that means, so these part worn. Part worn, man. They've been worn in a little bit for us. They've run them in for us. Cool, so we've got the part worn tyres for the front, £320. Now, centre lock wheels. Need centre locks.
Yeah.
And what a centre lock is, my people, is these, which are actually quite a good advertisement for a fresh, well-kept centre lock. But £800 for a set of centre locks, and that doesn't include the RS.
Okay.
It's just the centre lock.
And this is something you can't buy.
As a, believe me, we try. I try. £100. And the problem is, what does £100 get you? That. So oxidised, burnt out, and horrible.
Big announcement. This Sunday, the 3rd of May, you can catch me at VHP Show in Kent. Not only will I be doing a meet and greet, you can also see the GT2 ES in the flesh, along with many other epic cars. If you're looking for a great day out that's fun for the whole family, be sure to be there. This Sunday, the 3rd of May. Tickets can be found in the video description. I'll see you there. Now, I have a dilemma. I originally ordered these brakes in yellow, which is the colour that represents Porsche's ceramic brakes. However, since then, we decided to do a complete colour change and go for gold wheels. And I just think the colours will clash. So not only did I drop off my tired centre locks to the only person I trust, I also dropped the calipers to him too. My main man who blessed us with the car's paintwork, Mo at Alma Crash Repair Centre. But what colour did I actually go for?
Hey, welcome back.
We are back. You can't keep it away. No, they look absolutely beautiful. So we went Viola metallic, same colour as the car. What you've done here looks absolutely beautiful. You stripped them down.
You have to strip them down completely.
I have no
I
clue.
still got one. I'm
Still
still
out there, yeah.
Plus, we got the central lock.
Paint and centre locks aren't really the right way to do it. They're anodized from factory, right?
Yeah. You will be very lucky once you put the socket and hide them. The paint's not gonna be off. I hope so.
I hope so.
But yeah, as you can see.
Look at that.
Yeah, so we have to put wet primer, and we have to paint them, and then I have to put clear coat, matte clear coat.
That's being clean coated too.
Knew it was gonna happen. I
Matte
knew
clear
that
coat,
was gonna
it
happen.
looks funny.
Is this how you're collecting payment nowadays?
So this is the matte clear coat.
Got it.
Yeah. So look, the funny is still here fresh and not dry, and there's a completely dry.
There you go. As you say, we're not sure what's going to happen when we tighten them up. We'll see. You know, we gave it a go. If they do,
They look solid. They look solid. I have to be honest,
They do look
but
proper.
I don't know how
You
long
don't
it's
know.
gonna last.
No warranties, no guarantees.
With the centre locks painted, I found a sticker kit from eBay to give them the finishing touches. Not perfect, but they'll do. Then on to building back up the final caliper, and just like that, things are taking shape. A massive shout out to the paint guru himself, Mo at Alma Crash Repair. And one day later,
It is time to fit our interior parts now. We're going to get the seats in, we're going to get some other bits into this car that have just been dropped off. My GT2 inspired Alcantara purple stitch Beecham customized blue door cards.
They've been dropped off by V-Trim. You would have seen in the last video, I've done a little bit of this myself. In fact, I think I've done this one. I might have done this one, I'm not 100% sure. But as you see, they're all in their glory now, with perfectly matched Alcantara to our glove box, which I did say I bought in the last video, but you didn't see it because I left it at V-Trim, so they could literally match the Alcantara perfectly to the door cards. And what you see right here in the middle is our seat delete, our GT3 seat delete that has now been turned to a GT2 RS rear seat delete in the purple colour. So we're sick. We're going to get all of this fitted. We're going to get our seats fitted. People will also be looking at these door handles and thinking GT cars, the GT3 RS and the GT2 RS have pull handles. Well, I don't miss a trick. And straight from China, this is a pull strap conversion kit.
But today's first task is to remove the OEM seats to get access to the rear seats ready for our fresh seat delete.
That's crazy. You see how much wider this is than that. Looks so bog standard and plain. Compared to this, man, the width is sick. We've got shoulder support now, boys. We're going up in the world.
Now, GT2 RS buckets don't only look good, they're also designed to be lighter than non-GT car seats. So how much weight are we actually saving by fitting our Hong Kong specials?
69.9, call it 70 kg. Alright, 69.9 kg. 95. So they're 25 kg. These ones are 10 kg a piece lighter. We've saved 20 kg.
Now on to fitting our rear seat delete kit. It was nice and simple, slots into place, and is secured with one central bolt. And then,
the big moment. It's the seats. You ready, bro? They have proper light in it. Now let's try and get these in without scraping anything. That is actually nice and easy. Look at that. Look straight away, bro. Just like that. That is taking the car from bog standard base spec to absolute GT2, RS vibes. That is crazy. There we go. Hey! Yo! Shout out to China.
I'm blown away. We then secured the seat rails and plug connections.
I'm so gassed because we have got the first seat locked and loaded, bolted in. We're basically just finishing up the other one. But how good do these look? We have instantaneously transformed the look of the car. Right, this is race car. The motor sounds like you don't want to go up and down too many times. I now move on to getting our door cards fitted. However, I also need to try and fit our new fancy pull straps and replace them with our standard ones. So that is what I'm about to get into now. Let's go. We have our conversion kits here in two parts. This part, which sits behind this bit, obviously goes in front because you pull it to open. That side is for that side, and this side for this side. However, I noticed something. This completely replaces the whole thing. But as you see, this has got the memory position buckets and everything like that. But we've just replaced our seats, and the bucket seats don't have memory. You know what I mean? They're not electric like that. They just go up, down, and back and forward. Whereas this, there's many different positions, and of course, you can save your position. But we don't have that option anymore, so perfect.
This was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. One plug and around half a dozen screws. Job done.
The finished product doesn't look too shabby. A little bit saggy. I think it's just where it's been pulled. Maybe I'll get a little steam and just steam that straight again. Because where it's been sitting flat, it's kind of thought that was its home position. The main thing is, it works. And it makes all the difference actually. It does give GT car vibes. The other thing is, guys, we do have the carbon fibre trims coming, but they're not here yet. So for now, this is just how it's going to look. The carbon fibre will obviously finish it. I'll have to give this a little bit of clean up, but we have used old, or my standard door cards. But once this is in, with all the other Alcantara, I'll put it onto a win.
Once the second door card was built up, it was time to fit them back in place. One of the final finishing touches to our new Alcantara GT2 interior makeover.
That, I think, is our door done before I put the trims on. Close this, big moment.
Let's go. Sick. We lit. What a transformation. We now have our Alcantara door cards with our OEM style door pulls, which are functional, are crazy. These look, don't get me wrong, they look amazing outside, but inside they just complete the car. Of course, our GT2 RS style rear seat delete, we've got all our Alcantara bits, we've got our armrest, we've got our lower dashboard, then moving on to our GT3 RS shifter, which is actually different to the 911 Turbo one, our B-trim steering wheel. In fact, all of our bits are pretty much done by B-trim. I'm absolutely blown away at how good this car looks right now, even down to the Alcantara roof, which is now a full Alcantara roof. Whereas before it had the big panoramic roof and the big hole in the middle, so we've even replaced that. So yeah, man, so much has went into this, and the interior is looking pretty damn good. We do need to do these, we will be doing these. I have GT2 RS on for that. And there's just a few other bits. I know for people's OCD that really annoying me at the moment, and we've got bigger fish to fry. Now, one dead giveaway when it comes to the GT2 RS and my car is the fact that mine currently has 5 studs. And if we're going to do it, we've got to do it properly. GT cars are race cars for the road. The centre lock allows for quicker wheel changes, better alignment and precision, and importantly, strength and security under high loads. And I currently have a full centre lock conversion kit. Well, kind of.
So we've got everything we need apart from one of the wheel bearings.
It's going so well.
So yeah, we're missing just one wheel bearing. We've got everything else. The hubs themselves are the same. What we're changing is the flanges. So obviously we'll put new bearings. This is where the bearing sits. That obviously presses into the hub itself. All new hub nuts.
Okay.
These are like the retaining screws that center the disc. They bolt onto there. The disc sits over. Those, we'll work out what those are. These slot in. And then when you obviously bolt the centre lock in, that is loaded.
Interesting.
That springs out to stop the centre lock coming up now.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
it looks
Cool.
good.
What also is interesting is these are full kits. They literally come with these Porsche kind of centre caps. But we've actually went for the RS versions, which I think are double cool. Now I bought these on eBay second hand. 100 quid, apparently £250 from Porsche. There's a saving it, and I think that's going to make it look just OEM, because it's got like OEM style wheels on it. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like silver just popping out in the middle of the gold wheels.
Yeah, it's a darker colour car as
Yes,
well.
yes.
Black.
The RS is going to work. So we got the car back into the workshop, up in the air, and we got cracking. Stripping down the calipers, discs, and hubs.
Can't talk to me the way you talk the man fall back doctor. All vanity, this life we beat the man till the
1/4 caliper. Find it on my eBay store right now.
That's just the one for the word intellect. One trying to see the one consequence, just follow one come collect. Say you won't come breathe, I be like sure I be empty.
All the discs and calipers are off. Now it is time to strip down the hubs. As you can see, Ryan's working away, but essentially we're going to drop the full suspension assembly out with the hub. That's the idea. Am I right in saying we've got to bring that to someone to press the bearings like straight out?
We'll send that hub assembly, so this here will go, and then obviously the flange gets pressed out, and the bearing as well.
This job is definitely not a 5-minute one, and if it wasn't for the help of Ryan, I'd be here all day. However, we dropped the tyres and the wheels off to the tyre shop, and they have arrived back. And look at these. How good do they look? With a Cup 2Rs, OEM for a GT2 RS. Flick sidewall, looking bang on. And then on the fronts, we're not looking too bad. So here we have it. Yeah, I'm absolutely gassed. I cannot wait to get these on. But we got a long way to go. And then the unexpected. After a few hours gone, the boys came and got me and offered me one of the craziest opportunities.
Everyone thought Jamie earlier on with the GT2 RS. He was eyeing it up, man. Did you see my
dream car!
There's the keys. Let's go for a spin.
Well, me driving?
You driving. Literally,
No.
quickly a spin. Just get the feel of what a real GT2 RS feels like.
No!
This is stage 2, by the way.
And it's tuned.
And it's tuned.
You know what's crazy? It's the first time I've ever driven a real GT2 RS.
Never driven?
I've been in 2 passenger seats, but
Never
never driven
driven.
one. No one's been trusting me. They're so expensive.
Jamie, you ready?
Yeah, I am. This is crazy, bro. This is so crazy. I mean, as I say, my life has just been going a million miles an hour. Been grafted away on that car all day inside, and I knew you guys were messing around with this car, tuning it, doing whatever. I didn't expect you to come and grab me and let me have a go in it. So,
This is.
We don't drink, we don't smoke, we don't do nothing.
These are the drugs. Yeah, these are the drugs. So we hit the road.
They don't have smoke, just smoke plus smoke.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's only got PDK sport.
Okay.
And then traction fully off, that's it.
Is that it?
That's it.
You go out, you either go fast or faster. That's it. Yeah. Fast or maybe dying.
Or traction off with these things, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's fully rear wheel drive. Well, you drove the DTPRS.
Yes, yeah.
This was a lot more dangerous.
Let's give it a first flip.
Straight away,
Traction's on, yeah? Leave that on. Leave that on. Bro, it's lighting up the rears. Bro, this is talking as hell and it's so alive on the back. I'm touching the floor barely. And when I think it's because it's kicking down, it's just trying to.
Oh, did it kick down?
I think it did.
The cargo's kicking it, bro. It's not kicking down.
That's how it happened. This is sick. It's catching on. No, you don't know what? Okay. No. Let's not do this. Not my dog. Stepping out mad like a 2000 brake horsepower Mark 4 Super or something. It's like it steps out gently. Whatever's catching is catching. Obviously, I'm trying to stop the water like you look, and then you stop.
Woo!
This is so nice, man. I don't even want to, like, what I'm doing there is...
No lights, I got 10 people here, no lights. Come on, y'all. Really? Really? Y'all just don't like me. I got it. I can't make y'all like me. I can't make y'all like what I do back here. I can't, man. I'm gonna stop worrying about lights. I mean, I stopped worrying about lights a long time ago, but don't worry about it. I'll just show y'all what I do, but this is for people who really may want to see what I do. A lot of people don't want to see what I do, and I got that. But yeah, it's just messed up. That's messed up, man. Easy. He's got some kicks here. You rather look at a bunch of phonies trying to make music and can't even make music. That's somebody here doing real stuff. That's all right. This is for the professional people. For my pros out there who needs to clean your labs, every now and then, y'all know how it gets. Sometimes you be back here all the time. And then sometimes it's like, man, I ain't been back here in a minute. And I've been concentrating on fragrances and stuff like that. But now, for you producers out there and whatsoever, I mean, even if you're starting to be a producer, I mean, it's very important that you stay back in your lab and you continue to, let me turn this down.
Off another Porsche. So what we're actually going to do is take this ceramic disc off. As you see, it is actually a little bit damaged. I'm not sure if you can see that there. But whilst it's here, I thought, when we rip it off, we'll have a look
I
at
just
the...
cutting down. There you go. It's important that you stay back in your lab a little bit. Like, I haven't been back here in, I don't know, I can't remember how long last time I've been back here. And it took me all last night. I should have been to bed, but, you know, for me, anytime it comes to anything I do, I'm going to do it till it's finished, man. I would have did it till 4 o'clock in the morning if I had to. But I got a majority of everything I had to get done, cleaned up down here, hooked back up the way it should be hooked up, and so on and so forth. And it took a while. It took quite some time, but I'm telling you, it's important that if you have as much gear as I have, I mean, a lot of you just working out on one computer or something like that, and I got that. That's the way you roll. That's the way you roll. But I operate as a full-fledged studio. You know what I mean? Mic pre's and all this stuff that I need just in case clients come through, and also being able to adjust in case, you know, they want me to do something that I don't normally do, and hopefully I can get that work. Because my whole thing is getting that work and not sitting back and waiting for somebody to get down here. Man, I can't do that. So my studio is not built to, I can't do that. My studio is built to, let's get it done, holler at your boy. So again, a lot of stuff, I haven't did anything back here in ages, and because of the heat too. Summertime, man, you know, it's kind of rough running stuff back here. You got all that heat happening. Because, I mean, it could be the best conditions. Let me spray this. It could be the best conditions ever. But, you know, when it's hot, man, it's hot. And when my studio starts lighting up, and I'm in a bed, like a bedroom, right? So this is similar to like a bedroom. Like this would be a bedroom. Like, this would be a bedroom with a bathroom back there. This would be a bedroom if I had it, you know, but it's called the studio. And when Miss Ashley hooked me up, she said, well, I got one bedroom, master bed, and a studio. I'm like, well, take me up there. Got up here, I'm like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. A master bedroom and a studio to put my studio in. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's one of them things that you got to stay in on. You know, but I just say, I've been up here for a long time. I've been up here for quite some years. Every time I close this thing, I gotta open it back. I'm just gonna leave it open. I'm always finding something I need to put in the spare closet for cables and doodads. I'll just leave this open for now. But hold on, what you doing? What the heck? I had to open it back up again. Alright, so again, having a studio, and I'm talking about a real studio. I'm not talking about, you know, I'm not saying that your studios aren't real if you don't have a lot of gear, because everybody don't have a lot of gear and they get the job done with a laptop and a bunch of plugins, but I don't do plugins. So it's important to me that, again, I got enough gear to be able to handle, you know, people who really want to do pro, but they can't afford pro. Now, all my studios has always been like that. Everybody know, every studio I had has always been top notch. I can bring professionals in here. You know, I've had professionals come to my studio. We don't want to keep mentioning Pink, but yeah, she's been here. Oh, this is for the, okay, this is for the, I think this one is for, I know what that one's for. All right, but this is for the MP1 and PC1 that's in the shop right now. So they're trying to neaten it up down here so everything looks like it want to be in order. And all these cables down here, you know, I need to tie them. So now I find myself untying because it's not like it's in my way in a sense maybe. So I have a lot of ties down here. Which I don't have right now. I think I just put them in that box and put them in. Yep, put them in the closet. I don't know why I didn't leave them out. Now anyway, this stuff is for the MP. When it makes it back out of the shop. I forgot, man. Oh, man, I forgot. I can't be... Oh. You two are going to shut me down again, man. I forgot. I can't be running somebody else's stuff on my channel while I'm doing it live. My fault. I didn't mean to. I forgot. I just get back here and I turn on my TV and I look at stuff, man. I just want to be able to look at stuff. But, you know, they shut me down already. Then they just let me come back. They don't say they let me come back. I'm back. I might not want to come back. I might say, go on about y'all business. I don't need y'all. I could have said that, so I'm not even gonna say they let me back. Right? There's other places to go. And again, though I don't have a lot of people, I got 3,000 subscribers, well 3,100 on YouTube. A lot of, I might get like 4 or 5 people here. That's about it. So it's not like it's really imperative that I be on YouTube anyway. I mean, when they told me I wasn't gonna be there, I just told people I ain't gonna be there. You know, the 2 or 3, 4 people that come by and check me out, you know, that's cool. But you know, when I'm trying to do business, and I need to give out my web page and stuff like that, my son like, yo, I'm here, and all of a sudden he's like, oh snap, I see it. I clicked on your YouTube and it said you're not available. which you can always see my videos all the time. Videos are always on the Holla at Your Boy. There's plenty of videos. They don't shut down the channel. They just shut down my capability of being able to do lives. Other than that, everything is straight. Trash. Alright? So we still dusting down here. I don't have any duster juice. I thought I had some. I just been using this. Cause this stuff definitely ain't been dusted. And I don't know how. Man. I'm about to go. I might just ride what's called today. I might ride not show off. Ride out with the what's called back to what's called. Look at it. One just left already. I had one person here, they gone. That's what I'm saying. So YouTube, you can shut me down all you want. It's not like I got a billion people and I'm making money off you, because I'm not. So you can shut me down all you want. I got like 1 or 2 people here every year, and I'm good to go with that. Like I said. I mean, but I do need my channel to do my live, so when I am doing a live and I want to show some people some stuff, I like to do my stuff live. I don't like uploading stuff. Do my stuff live. Yeah, so finish dusting here. Headphones. And once I'm done, I can turn the air conditioner off. Right now, the air conditioner's on, and man, this air conditioner's on. It's hot back here, and I rarely turn the air conditioner on, but it's on today. All right, so we're dusting, and like I said, I really want to go get my other piece from the shop, but I don't think I'll be able to get it today. This is my camera, in case somebody come back here when I'm not here. Yeah, they're gonna find out about it. They can't even see it. I got it on camouflage. They think it's a piece of equipment. All right, so it looks pretty clean back here. It looks pretty it was better than it did last night. But I hadn't been back here in a while. I do want to wipe down some of my screen. There, y'all see I have this. This, like any other apartment, you have mice. I don't have a lot of mice. I got enough mice. So I make my special concoction of peppermint and cloves. I put cloves on in here. Got some peppermint. They can't stand peppermint. Even roaches and stuff. They can't stand peppermint and what you call them. Some of them die on contact. They can't deal with peppermint. They can't deal with cloves. So I spray this all around my studio, all around my crib. I saw a little joint coming through. And like I said, you live in an apartment building, man, a lot of people are dirty. Unfortunately, they don't keep their place clean. I got this neighbor dog always smelling like doo-doo and pee all over the place, man. You know, so, especially back here in the vocal booth, because I'm rarely back here regardless. So I definitely need to spray the vocal booth a lot with this. You know what I mean? Because the vocal booth only get used every now and then. But, now I'm getting ready to drop this album. I'm going to be back there doing what I got to do in that, you know what I mean? You feel me? You feel me? All right. So y'all got me. Once this is done, y'all be able to roll this around in Facebook. I'm tired. My vitamins at. Once I'm done, I'm out of here. I think I'm done. I gotta check everything though. What's that wire doing back there? I don't want no miscellaneous wires. I don't want nothing that ain't got nothing to do with nothing for my tables. If it ain't nothing that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, then it goes in the closet. I got some Insta-glue. I want to glue some stuff up, which is not often. We put that up there too. But yeah, I need some. I just want to ride out there, ride the car out a little bit. I ain't been working in 4 or 5 days. You know what I mean? They want me to sit around on call like I don't have no life. Oh, please call me and give me some work. Y'all see, I barely been in the car this week. I got 1 job this week. That's it. I got 2 jobs last week. It's a doggone shame, man. And then he called me yesterday. Can you do this? No, because I had already didn't think you was gonna call me. I'm not gonna sit around. They expect you to sit around all day and wait for you to call them. You done been around and waste your whole day. I got acting, modeling, I got a studio, I got stuff to do. I know what them bums do. I know what I got to do when on my day off. I'm not sitting around waiting for somebody to give me some work. That's for sure. But they don't know nothing about that. They just bums. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I gotta call them bums, but they are, because they don't do nothing else except what they do. I got stuff I do. You know what I mean? I'm getting tired of waiting around for some work, because you're supposed to have your work the day before at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I'm not gonna be sitting around all day, ruining my day, waiting for you to call me when you ain't going, and I sit around and you don't call me? And I've been sitting around here all day and you didn't call me? And I could have been doing something else. I could have been doing an acting job or something like that. I ain't passing no acting jobs. I got some acting jobs out there, man. I hope they call me. But I got some acting jobs out there. They don't call me for acting. They call me for acting job, man. I ain't coming in. Shoot, my acting job, I guess I can get that $4,000 joint. But acting jobs can pay me much more than these people gonna pay me, and I don't know how long. So I got no time sitting around waiting for them. There ain't gonna be no slave to these people. You know, that don't make no sense though. That's like the same thing I keep telling y'all. I do them a favor. They come, do you want to, you know, I know it's your day off, but you want to come in and make some money? Yeah, I come in and make some money and help them out. Yesterday he called me. I said, well, shoot, I'm not even in position. I can't even get ready in time enough to come down there and work. Okay. Just let me know. I just want to let you know. Next thing you know, I'm getting this email telling me I refuse to work. People are insane, man. They like to always try to keep you in the A-ball because they think they're important, but they're not. They're nobodies. There's a bunch of nobodies that have to work at a job that rewards nobodies. It's ridiculous. You're ready to call the ball. Almost time for me to eat. I've been eating in, trying to save money. So I've been eating in. I can't afford to keep spending $200 a week eating out. I can't do that no more. So I bought my food. I got food for 4 days. It's supposed to last longer than that because I thought I'd be working. Then I would just eating small stuff while I'm working. But since I'm not working, hey, keep that little trash basket back here. All right, so we're gonna turn this air conditioner off. It's all been popping off. Good job. Thank you for working. But I rarely turn it off because I can't have this air conditioner on and I can't have the air conditioner on and my studio gear on. You're blowing all kinds of fuses back here. So can't do that. So we don't have it on. I just finally straighten up back here, bada bing, bada boom, and figure out what the next plan is. It's probably getting in and start cooking my food. I like to eat early, man, because I'm not trying to be fat again. You know? It's been a while since I've been a fat boy. So, since I don't feel like being fat, I eat early. And that gives me plenty of time for fat boy stuff later. You know what I mean? Because fat is not where it's at. Not with me. I'm a boy. I can eat, then probably, it's kind of too late to go to. In fact, it's definitely too late. You're going out to Micro Center. Because people are about to get off work. Here's the other drawing right here, but that's cool. Oh, man. Same size. What are we doing? This is just a marker holders. This has need some markers and some Behringer stickers. Let's see. So yeah, we're looking pretty good back here. Smells good. Looks good. So we're gonna shut down YouTube. Oh, there's 4 people here. Maybe I won't shut down YouTube then. Maybe I will leave it open. I mean, not that I'm going to do anything. I'm going to put batteries in my clocks around here because the batteries in the studio. Clock hasn't been right since I don't know how long, so I'm gonna get back here and put a battery. I need to look back there and see what time it is. I really do want to go and get my piece from the shop, but I don't think we'll be able to do it. I think I'm at this wait. And hold off, man. Just hold off till you in position. Oh, you don't need to do that. Stay there, stay there, stay. That's not it. Stay. Here you go. Alright, so that's for the Yamin when it gets back from the shop. Alright. Now we're going to turn some stuff on real quick. So I can finally, while my food is cooking, I can finally do my last bit of wiring. And knock that out. And then, might come back here and do something maybe. All right, I'm ready to go back and start my dinner. How's your boy? Which is basically vegan sausages, beans with onions and the accoutrement, some broccoli, and that's it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how I do. I don't know how y'all do, but that's how I do. That's right. That's right. We're gonna crank everything up. So when I'm done eating, everything gonna be up and running and rolling. Only have one situation I gotta take care of. And that's that last computer over there. Don't need to turn on that computer. Yep. So get anything over here on and running. I'll put this fan like right here. Because I'll be over here most of the time. Composing. You know what I mean? Bars. I'll be over here making albums. We don't make beats, we make albums. Okay? Okay. Crank that up. Just settle down. Oh, come on, man. Oh yeah, forgot about join down here. I'm thinking about really leaving that on all the time too. Oh, I should. All right, let's see. I turn the TV on over here. Have everything lit. The other. Got my vegan sausages in there popping off. Got my broccoli, get ready to throw that in there. My beans on point. Bees on point doing what they got to do on the beans. Alright, all that's good. With that, we got the sapphire. Okay, all that's good. Now we gotta do this, minimize that and minimize that. That's all we dealing with right there now. Hopefully I don't have to do a lot of stuff that I didn't do last night. I think I covered everything back here. But it still may be a possibility that, because I was late last night, it got really, really late. I ain't really getting, I was getting tired. But I was hanging in there. I got mostly everything done. But there's some things I did not get done. So, yeah. Okay. That's popping. Yeah, like I said, as far as I know, I only have one thing that's not middied up the way it should be middied up, and we'll take care of that when I come back here. In the meantime, I gotta get everything popped. We got 2 chairs we use, because I don't have a chair to keep rolling back and forth, back and forth. So, plus, when I'm over here, I'm over here. And when I'm over there, I'm over there. How you? We got that locked in. Oh, come on, stop playing. I don't want no flip flapping going on around here. Okay. Get this locked in. Get our MIDI everything locked in. Alright, we got that locked in. We got these up and running. And then we just gotta get information sent over via MIDI to all of the instruments I'm going to be using. So again, I don't use plugins. I use plugins to the point that I don't use samples. I should say it better. I don't use samples. I don't do sampling. I don't do that stuff. I use instruments. Okay, I saw that. That pops. I got a feeling that's going to be good. All right. So I'm going to go back here and make sure my beans are popping off. Open up this right here. And we're going to switch to our other screen and open up our other Mac Mini here and get that set up, which is right there. And we got to get that all wound up. Okay. And that'll be this keyboard. Bam, got that running. And over here. Get that up there. We're not using that. Computer color, we don't care about that. Let's get everything running right. I know I can't really see the stuff I really want to see, but I think I can see it enough. Open up Maestro. That is working. Good to go. And then open up Logic. And then all our sound banks are open, except for over here, which is our chord stuff. Our chord sounds. Y'all can't see it because it's all the way over here. Well, you probably see it on the other phone, but you can't see it on here. So you want to get the chord open. And there we are. I'll be right back. Smell like my food is getting overly cooked. Okay, almost overcooked my vegan sausages. Because it said don't overcook them. I probably overcooked them. But it's all good. So now we got this, and last but not least, we get this set up so then when I come back here, after I eat, what we doing here? That's good enough. All right, so we got everything set up. All the computers set up, everything except this computer. I still gotta get that one synced up. Other than that, everything is popping. Oh, let me load up some drums. Man, I gotta get my joint, I gotta get my machine, man. That's it. So, yeah. I'm gonna leave all this on. I'll be back. Get my grub on. Broccoli should be done in a minute. Don't take long for broccoli to get done. Got the onions in here. Kind of like that sound. Might have to use that. Might have to use it. I'll spray it on here. Go and light up an incense. Pop that off. Where's my pedal at? Oh, the pedal's over there. Don't need a pedal over here. And yeah, I'll be back. Maybe I'd rather do it later on when the traffic ain't that bad and go to Micro Center. Oops, shouldn't have did that while the electronics is on, but I am. I need some more of this spray. Gotta keep the spray popping. Everything needs some spray. Now we definitely gotta go. So yeah, we'll take a ride out there, go on the expressway, road out there, see how much gas I have. I get a little teeny weeny paycheck tomorrow from the teeny weeny people. So we'll see. All right. I ain't come back here and eat. I'm just gonna show y'all how veggie life is. Yeah, yeah. Got the broccoli, got the vegan sausages, and got some beans in that bowl. Holla. Holla. All right, now. Need the remote for the TV out here. You know, sometimes I bring it out here 'cause I can change the channels on my TV out there. And my TV comes back here. I can look at TV back here. But I don't know what I did with the remote. But we are doing some stuff, but I can't keep up stuff because I'm doing 500 things at one time. And that's what I do. That's not the remote. It's not right here. I think this one might need some power. Is it running out of power? I don't know. I'm not using this one, so maybe this will reach over there and get some power to, yeah. Nope, too far away, maybe. Let's see. Nope, not gonna work. It'll work if I do it like this, though. I remember to plug that back in, because I'll forget about that, too. Yo, dog, why ain't that plugged in? All right. So I'm gonna plug, we don't want the tablet to go out of juice. You know what I mean? The thing is right there, it should be right there. There you go. Phone got juice. Tablet got juice. Oh, you ready to go eat? But I still need to find a remote. No. Air tag on the remote. Air tag on the remote. That remote has to be back here because I was doing something, I was changing the channel. This guy. I'm gonna put a big giant ribbon behind these remotes. Water. Food. I need some fan.
Previously on.
How you doing? What's going on, man? You're waiting on your girlfriend? Oh, okay. That's no problem. No, I got a call. Somebody was sitting in their car and everything like that. So.
That can't cover is a victim. Now what we're trying to do is find a trail. Now when Greta tried calling, I said to him, I said, well, I'm going to have to answer it. And he said, you need to tell this story that I'm going to commit suicide. You're trying to get me to stop. So when I talked to Brennan, I said, I'm with Scott, and he's threatening to commit suicide. She's telling me on the phone, don't call the police. In my mind, I'm like, he's like sitting right next to her. I know he is, because I can hear her voice. And I said to her, I said, if you want me to call the police, say, don't call the police again. And then she said, Brenna, don't call the police. That's when I called the police. I told them, I believe my Aunt Karen's been abducted.
There's going to be nothing else of a higher priority than working a kidnapping. So it's pretty much going to be all hands on deck. Let's do our best to locate the victim before this turns into a homicide.
I was a detective at the Daytona Beach Police Department, the Criminal Investigations Division. We put out a bolo, to be on the lookout. We gave the description of Scott, of Karen, description of his vehicle. We let him know that there is a warrant for his arrest, so if you come into contact with him, hold on to him, and that Karen Comer is a victim. Now what we're trying to do is find a trail. What direction, where are they going? We flagged Karen and Scott's credit cards and bank cards, which means let us know if there's any activity on those cards, and they'll let you know where it happened. Now we're standing, we're waiting for activity.
One thing you have to keep in mind as we're sitting here today, in 2006, the technology that we had is not what the technology is today. In today's world, every move, there's videos, there's surveillance, there's red light cameras, there's cameras in every crosswalk. That wasn't the situation in 2006. I was scared for sure. I don't know where she is at this point, and then I'm wondering if Karen's alive.
When Scott took me, I don't think he had a plan. I just think he thought he could take me anywhere and no one would do anything. The first night we stayed at the Sunrise Inn in St. Augustine. I had to wait out the car. I no longer had my cell phone. He took the keys with him.
He kept an eye on the car the whole time while he was checking in. He called his mother and he told her we were on vacation together. When we got in the room, he gave me sleeping pills. I was forced to have sex with him. I knew that complacency and submission was the way I was going to try to survive. So if I thought about yelling or screaming or whatever, he had a knife. If someone didn't act quick enough, I was dead. I was trying to survive the way I thought I could. The next day, Scott didn't have any money, so he wanted to stop at a bank so I can take some money out of my checking account. We stopped at a Wachovia Bank. He had me withdraw my check, $500. He was right there beside me with a knife in his pocket. I didn't think I had a choice. Even if I said, hey, he's kidnapped me, what do you think's gonna happen to me? He's gonna slit my throat right then and there. Banks have security people, I realize that, but by the time someone's gonna react, I'm gonna be dead.
We received a notification that Karen had withdrew $500 from the bank in St. Augustine.
Once we got the hit on the bank account, now we know that they're northbound.
Law enforcement responded to the bank where they learned that it was Scott and Karen together.
And reviewing the tape, it looked like she was terrified. Scott has violent history, and we had also come across the fact that he had been using drugs. So now he has money in his pocket. And now we're really concerned, okay, which way do you go? So we're going through his history, looking through his paperwork, see who he knows, who could we contact, who could tell us something about him.
My brother was a Daytona Beach police officer, and he called me up one day out of the blue and said, "You're not going to believe this. Scott Freeman kidnapped a woman." Early 1990s, my girlfriend had worked at a bowling alley that had a bar that everyone would go to, and that's where I met Scott Freeman. My first impression was he was handsome. He said he was a firefighter. I thought he had good potential. I feel like Scott love-bombed me. Now, mind you, I was a young girl of 22. He was 6 years older. Scott came on really strong and was crazy about me. Scott was very charming, and we did begin seeing each other. When I first met Scott, he was a Ocala firefighter, but that did not last long. Soon after we started dating, Scott told me he got fired from the fire department. Scott had still lived at home with his mother and father, and it became apparent to me that Scott's mother paid for everything because Scott did not have a job for a long time. Scott definitely had control over me emotionally, and he liked me to wear certain things, did not like me to wear certain things. He was very controlling and manipulative. My father had passed away, and I had gone to a medium, hoping I would hear something from my dad. The woman had tarot cards, and the first card she turned over was a devil card. And she told me, "I see a very disturbed person around you. This person is on drugs, and she sees jail." Scott would have these bouts where he would disappear for days on end with no explanation. I definitely know that Scott was addicted to crack cocaine, and that would contribute to his binges and disappearances. 2 years into the relationship, a friend of his and his girlfriend had come down from North Carolina to visit. And the four of us went out for the night to the clubs and drinking and having a good time. And then upon coming back to the house that evening, we were talking about ordering pizza, and Scott just freaked out and pinned me against the wall with his hands around my neck. I was so scared. I was like, what the heck got into him? The police came, and at that point, I said I did not want to press charges. Being the young girl I was, I said, well, he didn't mean it, and he drank too much, and made excuses. My head was saying, no, get out, this is no good. But my 20-something-year-old heart was saying, but I love him. I had come home from work, and Scott was there, intoxicated, and wanted me to go out with him to a bar. And I said, no, you're drunk. His behavior was erratic. He was filled with rage. I got suspicious of what was going on and what he was doing. So I went in the closet and I started looking through duffel bags and whatnot. And I had picked up a box that you would keep checks in. When I picked it up, it rattled. So I opened it, and they were syringes. And I thought, oh boy, he was shooting up steroids. And that was leading to his crazy, erratic behavior. I approached him about what I found in the closet, and that's when he got really pissed. Scott smacked me in the face and attempted to take all my stuff, and put his hands around my neck and had me up against the wall and tried to choke me. I was so scared. The police came and they had asked me if everything was okay, and then with that, Scott had come down the hall just, what the F are you doing here, and get the F out of here, everything's fine. Just really, really being belligerent. And he resisted arrest, and it took pepper spray to finally get him handcuffed. That was my breaking point, and I knew I couldn't stay in a situation like that. As soon as my brother got wind of Scott, he called me, and he was freaking out, like, you're not gonna believe this. Scott kidnapped a woman. I seriously thought, holy shit, that could have been me. And he said, he's on the run, they're heading north. Do you have any ideas where he might be heading? And I said, yeah. My brother asked if I would meet with Detective Hawkins, and I agreed to it. I shared with Janet Hawkins places that I had been to with Scott that maybe I thought he would bring Karen back to. I know Scott had a very good friend that lived up in North Carolina, and I thought, well, for sure, he's probably going to go there. And then it was on the TV and in the newspaper. I was scared for her. I was scared for her.
We
left St. Augustine, went driving north, and we stayed at the Days Inn in North Carolina. It was the same situation as in St. Augustine. He gave me pills. He kept the knife with him. When I got up the next morning, we were getting ready to leave, and I looked down and I saw the notepad. I grabbed it and stuffed it in my pocket. I don't know why I did that. I don't know, have no idea why I did it. To this day, I don't know. From Charlotte, we went to Bryson City. We stopped to eat. I worked at the barbecue wagon in Bryson City as a head chef for 11 years. It was a typical day at the barbecue wagon. Me being the main cook, I had a little break after the lunch rush, and so I walked outside out the back door, which is against the parking lot, to take me a quick smoke break. And that's where I was when I saw a vehicle pull in. It was a dark black Jeep. There was a lady, got out the passenger side, and just kind of stood there. And so, you know, I gave her a friendly smile, and, well, she didn't give me a friendly smile back. And honestly, I thought, what's wrong with her? She had this, I don't know, this blank look. The gentleman got out and took her by the arm. They went in the front door, and I just went back to work, just like I normally would. I went in to use the bathroom. I looked in my purse, and I took the pen. I wrote out the note, and it said, "My name is Karen Camera. I've been abducted. Please call the Daytona Beach Police Department. This is not a joke, and please be quiet." I was hoping that no one would say anything while we were in there eating. I was afraid that I was going to die if he found out. We left the barbecue place. We stopped at a gas station, and I went in to use the bathroom. I was terrified at this point, because he would stand outside the bathroom door while I was in there, and he would make sure that no one else was coming or going. But I left another note. I don't know, it must have been 20 minutes or so, and I needed to go to the restroom. When I turned around to flush the toilet, there was something sticking out. It wasn't supposed to be there, so I was going to clean it up. The moment I touched that paper, I had chills immediately go all over me. And I started reading it and knew at that moment exactly who wrote that note. I went straight out of that bathroom, straight as fast as I could to that phone. And I called 911. They asked if they were still there, but I told the police that they were already gone. When I think back to when they pulled into the parking lot, I realized that she wasn't being a, bee. She was scared. She was terrified. It was terror on her face. Like, somebody please help me. We received a call that a note had been found that was left by Karen in a restaurant in North Carolina. At this point, we're elated because Karen is still alive and she has enough presence of mind to leave us a note. This is where I am. Here's a breadcrumb. When we got the first note, I was relieved. She's still alive, so there's some hope there.
once this note was found in North Carolina, we now realize that he's crossed several state lines, which is way out of our jurisdiction, so we needed to bring in the FBI.
Kidnapping cases in the FBI usually do not end well. The statistics will show most victims do not survive after a certain amount of time. I thought that Karen's decision to leave behind notes was extremely smart. I don't know that a lot of people would have thought of that because you are so instilled with a fear of being harmed that you would not do anything to jeopardize taking another breath. She figured out at some point that I've got to do something. They're never going to find me. I believe that Scott Freeman was a very dangerous individual and that he was a ticking time bomb.
The hotels we were staying at did not require an ID and they only took cash because, of course, he didn't want to show an ID at that point. Multiple times during this whole experience, I told Scott, I said, just let me out here. Just leave me on the side of the road. Just let me go. And he refused to do that. On Friday, we left Pigeon Forge. We went to Trenton, Georgia, where I left another note at the gas station. The same note as before. My name is Karen Kamra. I've been kidnapped. Please call Daytona Beach Police Department. This is not a joke. So after that, we continued on 100 miles to Skeet, Alabama, where I left another note in a gas station. We stayed at a hotel, which was right across the street from a Wachovia bank, and at this point, we were getting low on cash. And I said, why don't we go over and take cash out of the bank? And he got really upset. He took the knife, he slammed it down, and he said, don't forget, I always have this.
Getting the notes was confirmation that she's still alive, but it was a little frustrating because it seems like we were still consistently one step behind. Time is not our friend, so the more time passes, the more concerned we are that we're not going to find Karen in time to save her life.
At this point in time, I did not know that they were seeing the notes. When we were in a hotel room, I tried to make sure the TV didn't turn on to the news because I was afraid it would be on the news. And I was afraid of what he'd do at that point. On Monday, we drove from New Albany, Mississippi to Greenville, Mississippi. Cash was getting very low. We stopped at a gas station. And as we got ready to leave, he said, I gotta make a phone call. He went to the back of the car, and I could hear him yelling. Couldn't understand what he was saying. I wasn't sure who he was talking to. He was really angry.
Law enforcement was monitoring Scott's parents' phone, and they were able to intercept a phone call from Scott to his mom demanding money.
Honey, all I have is that 150, so you fill out that deposit thing.
It's no good at banking, but fucking I can't believe you haven't done anything.
Well,
Hey, 150 ain't gonna do nothing. 150 is gonna make me fucking hurt somebody eventually, okay? I really appreciate it.
The way Scott was speaking to his mother, it was more than just angry. The vitriol was palpable. It was awful.
You play that all fucking you better get some more. I can't do it. I'm gonna have to do something to get money for that. I'm gonna have to fucking.
what makes me?
I have no other choice. You can't do that.
Yes, you do. You need to please.
Fine.
Calm down, God. You got to
Fine. Do that. Fine.
love you.
When he called, he was on there long enough for the FBI to get a trace on the call to pinpoint where he was calling from. He's in Greenville, Mississippi. We knew that we had to get the money in the bank.
We went to him $50.
He attempts to withdraw the money. Law enforcement's monitoring it. They immediately send the FBI and local law enforcement to the location of the ATM.
We left the ATM. He went over to a neighborhood, bought some crack. Then we took off down the highway.
I had driven home for lunch, which I sometimes did, and was sitting at the kitchen table eating a sandwich when my phone rang. And it was my supervisor. He asked that I stop whatever I was doing and to immediately get on the road and head towards a small town called Leland, Mississippi. I am on the telephone with Mississippi Highway Patrol, Washington County Sheriff's Office, Cleveland PD as well. And within 5 minutes of being on Highway 61, I knew the description of the vehicle. I knew exactly what Karen looked like. I knew exactly what Scott Freeman looked like. And literally 2 minutes later, I recognize a vehicle that matches the description. And I slowly catch up. It was obvious to me it was Karen in the vehicle. I'll never forget the look on her face. I could see fear. She didn't look my way. She was staring dead ahead. There was no talking. And Mr. Freeman was also staring dead ahead. At that point, my supervisor had contacted Mississippi Highway Patrol, and there were several units in the area.
We're on the highway, and all of a sudden he goes, "They're following us." And I said, "What are you talking about?" I looked up and it seemed like a million police were following us, lights were going. And he started yelling, he said, give me a minute, give me a minute. We were going really fast, I was screaming. And he went off the exit to the highway.
As soon as Mr. Freeman saw the highway unit, he knew that they knew who he was.
She knew he had the knife. She believed at any point he could reach over and just take her out. She was so close to being saved, but probably in the most danger that she had been in through the whole trip.
Then all of a sudden, they boxed us in. Like 25 police officers got out of their cruisers and held guns. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. And then they just grabbed him out of the truck and threw him on the ground. And then a beautiful deputy came and grabbed me. And I said to him, do you have a gun? He said yes. I said, don't let me go. He brought me over to the EMS and took my blood pressure. It was at 250 over 150. And I would not go to the hospital. I said, I'm not leaving. He's got a gun. I'm staying with him. And so then what he did was he calmed me down. He brought me to Anna's truck, the FBI agent, and he put me in there and he goes, you're going to be safe here. And that's how it ended.
And we got a phone call. The FBI called and said, we got Karen. We have her and Scott's in custody. It was just like, thank God. It was like a surreal feeling.
They got him, you know, everybody was so excited. It was like relief. So much so, it was very emotional. There were tears shed.
Law enforcement searched Scott's Jeep after he was in custody. They found a switchblade knife in the open position that was in the driver's side door pocket. They found rope, they found blankets, they found a can used to smoke crack cocaine that really gave an indication to law enforcement that Scott and Scott alone planned this.
Once he was arrested, my captain And Lieutenant decided that because she had been traumatized so much, they made the decision to not put her on the airplane, but for myself and Jakara to drive up to pick her up and bring her back. Karen appeared to be worn out and tired, so we just made her comfortable and drove her back to Daytona.
The first moment I saw Karen, I gave her the biggest hug. I didn't want to let her go. It's definitely an emotional moment. Karen was traumatized. Everything scared her. She could hear sound, it scared her. You know, you couldn't talk really loud around her. She wanted people around her all the time. Karen's had to put up with a lot. Why didn't you fight back? She couldn't. She was paralyzed. That's what the fear did to her. And people don't realize that. For what Karen's been through, I admire how strong she is as a person.
When I was dating Scott and some of the signs that he was exhibiting at the time, I was not aware of them being signs of potential domestic violence. It was not as prevalent back then, as well as discussed and open as it is currently. Since that time, I've done work on myself, so it became quite clear that this was a situation that was going to become violent in the very beginning, and I just did not even see the warning signs. I'm doing great today. I'm very blessed. I approach life a lot differently. I feel so lucky to be alive, you have no idea. I tell everybody, I said, life's too short.
Okay. It's this way? Thanks.
My friend just called and they picked up to a hospital and her phone went dead. But I'm racing over there myself. Well, she was. She's not answering her phone.
What's her name?
Her name is Justine Seaman.
How old?
39. We've been trying for like 20 years.
Tuesday night, my mom had just called me and said, Justine just called me. She said she needs to go to the hospital and she doesn't sound right.
Okay. Oh, here it is. I am pulling up. Hold on, I'm just going to the door right now. What's going on?
I ran up to her front door and her doors are never locked and they were locked.
Justine? Are you in there?
Do you hear anything there?
I don't. Justine, are you in there?
Are you inside now?
So I go around the back door and I hear
Justine! Oh my God.
after the first time she screamed, I hear and I'm thinking it's her like hitting the walls, like wanting me to hurry up. And I'm trying to get the door open, I can't get it open, and I'm trying to keep it open. And then she screamed again, and then I hear and it was god awful screaming I've never heard in your life. So I'm gonna run around to the other side of the house and see if I can break in the front somewhere.
They're on their way, okay?
Okay.
And all of a sudden, the garage door's open, and I'm like, what is...
the hell? Like, how did I miss that? So I start to sprint into her house, and then Foster comes out. And I'm like,
You're inside now?
he says, why don't you go in there and get her, and I'll get the car ready, and we'll take her to the hospital.
Okay, what's going on?
And I go right in there, and as soon as I get inside the door, there's Justine. Oh, it was so awful. Okay. It's this way? Yeah. Yes.
My friend just called and said they just go to the hospital and the phone went dead. But I'm racing over there myself.
Yeah, too confident.
Well, she was, and I asked her your phone.
Hello? You want to call me? Simon Roberts. Yeah. You call me. Where are you? I'm in Raj. You call me. Call me about mostly you call not too long ago, I would say. Cause I know you're worried, I'm like, who's Simon Roberts? Okay, here you go, see, you called 11 minutes ago from New York. You in the music business, something like that? No, maybe you called the wrong number by accident. Yes. That's what I had, Simon Roberts, New York, 11 minutes ago. That's correct. RaJuR. I know people that in the music business, so if they ask you, it's not the music business that I know. But if you're not in the music business, then you're probably in the business. No problem. Take care.
What's her name?
Her name is Justine Seaman,
How old is she?
39. We've been friends for like 10 years.
Tuesday night, my mom had just called me and said, Justine just called me. She said she needs to go to the hospital and she doesn't sound right.
Okay. Oh, period. I am pulling up. Hold on, I'm gonna go to the door right now. See what's going on.
So I ran up to her front door and her doors were never locked and they were locked.
Justine, are you in here?
Do you hear anything then?
I don't. Justine, are you in here?
Are you inside now?
So I go around to the back door and I hear,
Justine!
Are you on the phone?
after the first time she screamed, I hear, and I'm thinking it's her, like hitting the walls, like wanting me to hurry up. And then I'm trying to get the door open, I can't get it open, and I'm trying to keep it open. And then she screamed again, and then I hear, and it was god awful scream you've ever heard in your life.
front somewhere.
They're on their way, okay?
And all of a sudden, the garage door's open, and I'm like, what is the hell? Like, how did I miss that? So I start to sprint into her house, and Ben Foster comes out, and I'm like,
You're inside now. Why didn't you run and hire an ambulance company?
he says, why don't you go in there and get her, and I'll get the car ready, and we'll take her to the hospital.
Okay, what's going on then?
I go right in there, and as soon as I get inside the door, there's Justine. I'm right here, baby.
The amazing Erica Kirk, a woman. The amazing Erica Kirk, a woman who was born on both November 20th and November 22nd because she's just that amazing. Erica, who at the age of only 5 years old was coached at the YMCA by Charles Barkley, who at the time was at the peak of his NBA career but still managed to find time to coach her.
I started playing basketball when I was 5. My first coach, he was Charles Barkley, of all people, which is amazing to have as your 5-year-old YMCA coach.
Sure, Jan. Erica Kirk, or as I like to call her, the little teapot, because she just loves to pour into people.
I poured into him, poured into each other this weekend. Just being able to pour into each other. You can still pour into it, but you have your babies. Thank you for taking the time to pour into my husband. People around you that pour into you, where they can be poured into, and Grace pouring into me. Pouring into your family, and so you pouring into each other, pouring her into the situation is probably like the best thing, is to have someone locally.
Not only does she enjoy pouring into people, but she is a woman full of great ideas, like recreating the crime scene of her deceased husband and allowing fans to take pictures in it, or wearing this outfit to be taken more seriously. All of those were such great ideas, but Erica's greatest idea of all was the Make Heaven Crowded tour. Not only was it a poor choice of words after the death of her husband, but it also insinuates that God didn't create heaven with enough space for all of his children. But still, great idea, amazing idea to choose that name for the tour. And on top of that, the tour has been going amazing. There have been canceled tour stops. Erica has chosen not to appear at some of the stops that she was scheduled to appear at. And while looking into some of the controversies surrounding the tour, I stumbled across an amazing detail that doesn't raise any suspicion at all. And for those of you who are not well versed in sarcasm, I stumbled across some shady shit, and I want to talk about it. Hello everyone, if you're a new viewer, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If this is your second, third, or fourth time watching one of my videos, and you're not subscribed,
Later.
already go to make it official and hit that subscribe button. Before I get into today's video, there is an important